Hello, everybody. Welcome back. The last video I made, I talked a little bit about um, you can tell a tree by its fruit. That is one of my favorite passages in the Bible. Like me personally, I just kind of refer back to it a lot. As I make my way through life. And I'm just going to read that passage again. It is Matthew 7, 15 through 20. It says Jesus teaches about fruit in people's lives. Watch out for false prophets. They come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly they are ferocious wolves. By their fruit you will recognize them. Do people pick grapes from thorn bushes or figs from thistles? Likewise, every good tree bears good fruit, but a bad tree bears bad fruit. A good tree cannot bear bad fruit, and a bad tree cannot bear good fruit. Every tree that does not bear good fruit is cut down and thrown into the fire. Thus, by their fruit, you will recognize them. I like that because it kind of reminds me of the phrase that you commonly hear these days, show me the receipts. It's like if you're trying to judge a person or a situation, you kind of want to compare it to God's nature, and really you're only going to learn that through reading the Bible. There is no shortcut. You just got to read it. You got to read it for yourself. Secondhand Christianity, it's not altogether bad. I mean, it can help you. It can inspire you. That's what I'll say. Secondhand Christianity can inspire you, but it's not the same as learning the word for yourself and being prayerful. It's almost kind of like hearing a love song or hearing a love story. It can inspire you and it can, make you want that for yourself, but it's not the same as, um, being in love with a person. It's just different. So, once again, I just want to just encourage people just to read the Bible. It just makes a big difference in your life personally, and you learn the nature of God and the will of God. And then you can kind of measure that up against things in your life, various situations, friends that you have, people that you may date. Especially as a Christian person, as a Christian woman, if you are a Christian, the person that you may be seeing may not be, but they may know enough about the Bible or may have grown up in a family, that, considers himself to be Christian, but he himself is not. But they'll try and like play that role. But you just kind of keep in your mind, okay, you say you're a Christian man, show me the receipts. And really, it doesn't take that long to be able to sort through things. So, just kind of take your time and observe things. And, I mean, a lot of people talk about being judgmental and stuff like that. Being judgmental is not an entirely bad thing. When you yourself are trying to condemn people as if you were God, that is a bad thing because you don't have that power. Um, but making some decisions for yourself based on, whatever moral standards you have, beliefs you have, that is not a bad thing. You're within your rights there. So I just wanted to say a little bit more about that because I think it's really important. Just judge a tree by its fruit. I think it is just so simple. If you look at a situation or a person, it doesn't take that long to figure out whether something is godly or not godly. I don't feel like God works with a lot of chaos and drama and suffering and things of that nature. I mean, I know I'm not saying that bad things don't happen to people that are faithful, but you just kind of need to learn the nature of God and just how God does things. Just kind of judge a tree by its fruit. I mean, if there's a situation or a person in your life that's just constantly causing drama, heartache, sadness, constantly, it's probably something you're going to want to get away from and just get more in your word a little bit and just see where God's trying to lead you. So, anyway, this I wanted to keep this real short. It was just kind of an add-on from a last video. Something had kind of ticked me off, which is why I made that one. It was kind of a rant, and I didn't want to get into like what really irritated me. It was just something that I've been seeing on YouTube a lot that's just been like kind of eating at me. So it's a certain group of people that talk a lot of Christianese, or they throw a lot of like Christianese phrases out there to people and talk about them being godly and all this kind of stuff. And then they throw, they cherry pick a few verses, but when you look a little bit closer and see how they conduct themselves, see how they treat people, I'm not buying it. And frankly, their theology is bad. But I don't even want to bring in the name of the group of people for fear that one of them will see me and then want to argue in the comment section, and I'm just not real interested in that. So anyway, yeah, just know a tree by its fruit. I guess you can say that's kind of the Holy Spirit kind of guiding you as well. So just pray on that. Just pray for discernment. That's something else I'm going to talk about more in the future, because it just seems like a lot of people are having a hard time discerning things in these times. So, but I think that this is the start of it. That verse right there, Matthew 7:15 through 20. Gotta know a tree by its fruit. And then there's a really secular saying too. A long time ago, I used to watch the Oprah show just about like every day after school, and she'd say something like, if it walks like a duck and quacks like a duck, it's a duck. So, just take your time, observe things, use some discernment, and just separate what you want in your life from what you don't want in your life. You have the right to do that. As an individual, you have the right. So, just think about that. Stay in your word. Be prayerful, because it's a wicked, sad world out here. I just heard, just heard like 10 minutes ago about that shooting in Virginia that killed 11 people. I was just like, just kind of, I don't know why I continue to be shocked, because here in the United States of America, these things happen about every 6 weeks or so. So I don't know why I continue to be shocked. I guess that just says that I'm kind of an optimist and I hope that things will get better, but they don't seem to be. So, yeah, everybody, be blessed. Stay in your word. Honor God. Because I don't think that really there's much more truth in the world other than honoring God. I think a lot of the rest of it is just kind of smoke and mirrors, quite frankly. So have a great weekend.